Well, he debuted in the UFC back in 2008. He started 0-2 inside the octagon, and yet Рафаэль Дос Аньос worked and evolved, went on to become the UFC's lightweight champion when he defeated Anthony Pettis at UFC 185. RDA, as they call him, now plying his trade as a welterweight. We'll see how it goes for the Rio de Janeiro-born Dos Anjos here tonight. All right, here he is, Horhé Gamebred Masvidal, longtime representative of American Top Team. You know how happy it would make Dan Lambert if Masvidal could finally break through and win a UFC championship. He's as close to that level as he's been in his UFC career.
As he's ever been. He's finally on the cusp of earning what so many people have hoped for him. But that doesn't happen by accident. The reason he's this close now is because of the commitment that he has made to mixed martial arts, commitment that he has made to evolving his game, going up to 170 pounds, and also using everything that he has in order to get to where he wants to be. Before, there might have been distractions. Now, Horhé Masvidal is solely focused on becoming a UFC champion.
Left his family to go compete in a reality show outside of the United States, gave him it gave him a lot of focus and direction, and he has put all of that to good use here in the UFC.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Lavigne. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a grappler, holding a professional record of 30 wins, 13 losses. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Рафаэль Dos Anьos. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 35 wins, 15 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, Horhé Gamebred Masvidal.
Okay, guys, protect yourself at all time. Obey my command at all time. If you want to touch left, do it now. Go back to your corner.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
You ready?
All right, here we go with round one. You are paid to tell us what you think is going to happen as an analyst. We have a striker, we have a grappler. Doesn't always play out that way, but what are you expecting to see in this?
I'm expecting the grappler to try and go and make contact with his opponent. If he can make contact, he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Well, you saw the tail of the tape. He has a reach advantage and made good use of it there with that punch. Oh, collar tie. Big right hand there. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie.
Left hand punch to the clinch.
And they separate. Dos Anjos gets caught with that punch. Don't be afraid to get that head off the center line.
Oh! He's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh, he might be out. Under 3 minutes now to go in what has been a very fast-paced opening round here. And they separate.
There's no tell on that leg kick.
Oh, look at him land another jab there. He's certainly using that weapon effectively here tonight.
The most effective weapon in all of boxing, in all of combat sports, is a jab. This young man has a knowledge of using it like no one else.
So just over 20 total strikes have now landed for Jorge Masvidal. Dos Anjos gets caught with that punch. Got to shore up the defense here. Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active. Dos Anjos trying to feint his way in. Ooh, now he's got the tie plum, Daniel. If you're on the other side, what are you trying to do to get out of this potentially dangerous position?
You got to start digging your shoulder to a side and trying to shove and
That one appeared to stun him.
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight.
Oh, straight right. Oh, such a natural jab, and there it is again as he gets the hand right to the target.
I mean, right to the target. Now, it's like the dude sitting there with a red target on his nose, just getting beat up, hitting bullseye after bullseye after bullseye. I love his ability to feint once and then throw that jab right behind it. It's nasty.
All right, he engages in the single collar tie. And now he engages in a Muay Thai clinch, and I think a lot of people watching wonder how you can control an opponent like that. Hard to get out of.
It's very difficult to get out of. Look and notice how tight his elbows are as he's maneuvering and moving his opponent into positions where he can get off the strikes.
Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
Start round two now, DC. Jorge Masvidal and Рафаэль Дос Аньос.
Powerful leg kick lands. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up?
Whoa!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Oh, big knee to the body. That'll soften him up. Really using his reach advantage as he landed the jab there. Tries to mix in a takedown here. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting his head, raising the guard, and really frustrating the offensive fighter a little bit.
Lesson one in boxing class, hands up, chin down.
Masvidal gets tagged with a kick now. Let's see if he can rally. Looking to land the right just out of range. And there comes, oh! Yeah, there's a little wobbly on his feet.
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
So 52 total strikes have found the mark for Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. And in terms of the accuracy rate, 41% tonight against Рафаэль Дос Аньос. Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round one. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round. Oh, man, this guy kicks like a mule.
So hard. He kicks so hard. Every time you can see him drive his shin into his opponent.
Oh, man, huge kick to the body. Dos Anjos not having it. Ooh, and he caught the kick. Effective punch there by Jorge Gamebred Masvidal.
Jeez Louise. Big leg kick lands.
All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. Big knee lands there. Wow!
He needs to...
Whoa!
He was hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Dos Anjos. Oh!
Holy smokes, he put him to sleep.
so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. And now Masvidal's looking to pass here, denied by the opponent. Close guard. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
And that's the end of round number 2. All right, so his legendary chin holds up despite getting knocked down in that previous round. DC, take us through the highlight.
He's as tough as they come. There has not been a guy that can take shots like this. Most times the night would be over, and gladly over after you take a shot like this. But this man's just too tough. Some people say he's too tough for his own good. He would not agree with you. He wants to fight.
Já desistiu, mas deu pra ver. É agora que você vai chegar lá e vai acabar. Are you ready? You ready? Fight!
Oh!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish this fight.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Dos Anjos. Oh, his opponent squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any we've ever seen.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by RDA. Under 3 minutes remain in round 3.
Dominant position here for Dos Anjos.
I mean, how many can he take? 90 total strikes have now landed for Jorge Masvidal. And unofficially landing with 51% accuracy against him.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. He's done. He's done.
Oh!
He's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
Dos Anjos' lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. 1 minute now to go in the third. Masvidal's got his back, and this is one fighter.
Now he'll try to start attacking a rear naked choke from the top position. He is doing a really good job of relaxing, not panicking because he's getting choked. He takes his opponent to his side to try to get the finish.
Looks like his opponent's trying to turn into the choke here, but there's a lot of pressure.
The choke.
Right, I mean, how do you not admire the focus of this young fighter? You could tell he was looking for that submission much earlier in the round, but he didn't want to rush it. He stayed patient, let the setup do its thing, and ultimately the submission materializes organically late in the round. High-level stuff out of that young fighter here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it that he made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
So a seminal moment for this fighter here tonight as he gets the win by submission. Huge victory in his career, and it'll be very interesting to see how they matchmake him moving forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has called a stop to this contest, declaring the winner by tap out, Horhé Masvidal.
Well, what an incredible result here tonight as you see the winner there celebrating his victory by way of submission, and they put so much stock into finishing this fight. They felt like to really spin his career forward, they needed to not just win, but get the finish, and they certainly got it tonight.
They got the finish. He's such a terrific grappler. Every time he is on his back,